Very good morning to all. I hope you are doing great. I'm also good. Very warm welcome to my YouTube channel, Master in English. My name is Dr. Reena and I am so happy to have you here. In today's video, we are going to talk about subject, verb, and object. So let's understand these thoroughly. Basically, we are going to understand this thing. How do we identify the subject, verb, and object in the following sentences? So, before understanding this one, let's understand this question first of all. Why do we need to understand the subject, verb, and object in the following sentences? What is the purpose to understand the subject, verb, and object? So basically, by understanding the subject, verb, and object in a sentence, it is very essential for several reasons. First reason, we have clarity in communication. Second reason, we have better grammar and writing skills. Apart from that, third reason, we have language learning. Fourth reason, we have logical understanding. And last reason, we have effective speaking and comprehension. So let's understand these reasons one by one. Clarity in communication, that means identifying these elements which helps us to construct clear and grammatically correct sentences. Second one, we have better grammar and writing skills. That means knowing the subject, verb, and object improves sentence structure and it enhances the writing skills. It also focuses on the language learning, which adds in understanding different languages, making translation and sentence formation easier, as well as for logical understanding. It helps in analyzing the meaning of a sentence by determining who is performing the action. That means this is, we can call it subject. What the action is, that is verb. And who what is the receiving the action, it is called the object. And the last the reason, we have effective speaking and comprehension. That means recognizing these elements allows for better communication or better comprehension while reading or listening, and it improves the fluency while speaking. So let's understand what is the subject, verb, and object. Let's understand the meaning of these things. Okay, so basically, what is subject? In Hindi, we can call it karta. The subject is the person, place, thing, or idea that performs the action in the sentence. It answers the question who or what before the verb. For example, Mohan reads a book. Mohan is the subject here. And who is reading? Who is reading the book? It's Mohan. Next, we have verb, and we can call it kriya in Hindi. The verb is the action or state of being in a sentence. It tells what the subject does or is. For example, Mohan reads a book. Mohan reads a book. Reads is the verb here. And what is the Mohan doing? It reads. Okay. So Mohan is the subject here. Reads is the verb here. Next, we have object. And in Hindi, we can call it karm. The object is the person or thing that receives the action of verb. The answer the question whom or what after the verb. Okay, for example, Mohan reads a book. Mohan reads a book. Okay, so we already understand this thing. What is object? So here is clearly mentioned that object is used after verb. Okay, so a book is the object here. What does Mohan read? What does Mohan read? It's a book. So book is the object here. So these are the some example based on subject and verb. Okay, example sentences with subject, verb, and object. These are the key point to remember. So I already make you understand like what is subject, verb, and object. Here is the brief description of this one. What is the subject? Subject does the action, and verb is the action or state of being, and object receives the action. Okay, so this is the sentence. She sings a song. She is here a subject. Who or what? Who is doing the action? It's she. Okay, next we have verb that means action or state. That is, here is sings. Sings is the verb, and whom and what is the object. So, what is the object here? Is song. Next sentence we have the boy is playing football. The boy is the subject here, and is playing is the verb here, and football is the object here. I love ice cream. I is the subject here, and love, that is the verb here. Ice cream is the object here. They watched a movie. They is the subject here. Watched is the verb, and a movie is the object here. So these are the sentences that are in Hindi. So you have to find these three things in the sentence: subject, verb, and object. First sentence we have, क्या तुम वहाँ जाते हो? क्या तुम वहाँ जाते हो? तुम is the subject here. जाते हो, that means it is a verb here. वहाँ is the object here. क्या तुम उसे बुला रहे हो? तुम is the subject here. बुला रहे हो is the verb here. उसे is the object here. उसने काम पूरा किया है. उसने is the subject here. काम पूरा किया है, that is the verb. काम is the object. उसने क्या खरीदा था? उसने is the subject here. खरीदा था is the verb here. क्या is the object here. क्या मोहन तुम्हें पैसे दे रहा था? मोहन is the subject here. दे रहा था, that means it is the verb. तुम्हें पैसे, that is the object. मैं तुम्हें माफ़ नहीं करूँगा. मैं is the subject here. माफ़ नहीं करूँगा is the verb here. तुम्हें किसको नहीं करेगा? तुम्हें is the object here. क्या तुम किताब लिख रहे हो? तुम is the subject here. लिख रहे हो, it is the verb here, and किताब is the object. Next we have, क्या डॉक्टर मरीज को बचा सकता था? डॉक्टर is the subject here. बचा सकता था is the verb here, and मरीज is the object here. क्या तुम उसकी मदद कर सकते हो? तुम is the subject here. कर सकते हो is the verb here. उसकी मदद is the object here. क्या हमें उसकी मदद करनी चाहिए? हम is the subject here. करनी चाहिए is the verb here. उसकी मदद is the object here. क्या वह एक दुकान खोलने वाला था? वह is the subject here. खोलने वाला था, it is the verb here. एक दुकान, so it is the object here. क्या वह एक दुकान खोलने वाला था? That I already discussed. Next sentence we have, क्या तुम वहाँ गए? तुम is the subject here. गए is the verb here. वहाँ, it is the object here. क्या उसने तुम्हें बुलाया? उसने is the subject here. बुलाया is the verb here. तुम्हें is the object here. तुम सुबह से उससे क्यों पीट रहे हो? तुम is the subject here. पीट रहे हो, that is the verb here, and उससे, it is the object here. So these are the sentences in English language. So you have to find the subject, verb, and object here. First sentence we have, do you go there? You is the subject here. Do go is the verb here, and there is the object. Are you calling him, her? You is the subject here. are calling is the verb here. Him or her is the object. Has she, he completed the work? He or she is the subject. Has completed is the verb. The work is the object. What had he or she brought? He or she is the subject. Had brought, that means it is the verb. And what is the object? And was Mohan giving you money? Mohan is the subject. Was giving is the verb. You money, that means the object. I will not forgive you. I is the subject here, and will not forgive, that is the verb here. You is the object here. Can you write a book? Yes, you can write a book. You is the subject here. Can write is the verb here. A book is the object here. Could the doctor have saved the patient? The doctor is the subject here. Could have saved. Could have saved is the verb here. The patient is the object here. Could you help me or her? You is the subject here. Could help is the verb here. Him or her is the object here. Should we help him or her? We is the subject here. Should help is the verb here, and him and her is the object here. Was he going to open a shop? He is the subject here. Was going to open is the verb here. A shop is the object. Did you go there? You is the subject here. Did go is the verb here, and there is the object. Did he or she invite you? He or she is the subject here. Did invite is the verb here, and you is the object here. Why have you been getting beaten by him or her since morning? You is the subject, and have been getting beaten is the verb here. By him or her is the object here. Okay, so that is all about for the today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Master in English for more fun and helpful content. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Keep learning, keep growing, keep signing.